It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant. TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs.
Sometimes defiant. Sometimes defiant. Sometimes defiant.
Hey, Shooter, you at home right now? Get back in there. I will kick your
Sometimes defiant. Sometimes defiant.
It's your guy.
What you gotta say to the camera?
Yes, sir. TP Way the Giant.
Knowing is all you want to. He's built for this shit. We don't fold, motherfucker. We don't fucking fold.
Son, I gotta do better than this.
Sometimes defiant. Sometimes defiant.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with your NYG lieutenants. We have Jorge from Born for Sports. Look, man, yo, hold up. Let me just redirect this thing real quick. You've been killing it lately, man. I don't know what's gotten into you lately. I don't know if it's just because it's closer to the season. I don't know. But
I'm hungry, baby. I'm hungry, TP. I'm hungry.
Man. Oh, man.
I love doing what we do, man. I love doing what we do.
That unboxing joint, man. I loved it, man. I loved it. First of all, that's my type of shit right there. I love the whole vlog or the behind the scenes or the unboxing, like things like that cater to this beautiful football team. And you did it how no one else could do it. Like, not only did you unbox it, but you took people to school with it too, man. So I mean, it was just a dope video, man.
I appreciate it, T. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, listen. I love what we do, man. I love what we do. I love bringing content. You know what I'm saying? I do all sports on Born for Sports. Those out there listening, the ad is BORN 4 SPORTZ 75. Come through. I talk all sports, man. And you know, when I got that package, man, I couldn't even hold it, man. I couldn't even hold it. I was like, I gotta play this with the world, man.
Fire,
no about it, bro.
Definitely fire. They definitely looked out for the season ticket holders, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was hard. That was hard. But 4 of a Kind says, I'm here to hear what you got to say about the way these analysts disrespect y'all. You know what? Now that we are this close to the season, man, like, I got all my talking out for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready. I'm ready, you know, because the way I envision for this thing to go, I think the player's going to do all the talking that needs to be said. Listen, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure, because we are here now, man. We are here. It's no turning back. The season is right here, right around the corner. Yeah. All preseason games are done with. And it's showtime now, man. I'm feeling it, man. I'm super hype about it, man. But speaking of preseason, unfortunately, you will not probably ever hear me say this, but I did not catch the game. I wasn't able to tune in to this last preseason game, but I did, you know,
go back. Miss much, bro. You didn't miss much.
So I hear.
I live streamed it last night on the channel. You know, I was chopping it up with everybody, live streaming, doing my takes and everything. Wasn't much to see, bro.
Let me tell you what's funny about that, right? What's funny is I took wifey out, and you know, when we do our date night thing, man, we make sure that we sit the phones down and stuff like that. And look, shout out to wifey, because she's a straight trooper.
Yeah.
You know, when it's football season, she already knows how it goes. You know, she watches the kids, so I could, you know, do this for y'all, and I could do my thing and all of that. So definitely shout out to wifey.
Same with mine. That's our better half. They hold us down more than people know. That's for sure.
I'm telling you, man. So when we went out to date night, I'm not gonna lie, on the car ride there before we got to the restaurant, I pulled up your stream joint just to hear what was going on. And she gave me the look like, all right, motherfucker, like, all right, you threading the needle. So I was like, all right. All she had to do was look. I was like, all right, I'll watch it some other time, whatever. But, yeah, the real multi, I think it says, man. Just subscribe to your channel, family. Salute. Yes, sir, man. Giant salute to you, man. I appreciate you. You just don't know, man. I am on a road to 1,000 subscribers. So each and every subscriber just doesn't go unnoticed. Everyone is appreciated. I always say, man, it's the ones that was with me from the beginning that's gonna mean the most, man. That's gonna mean the most. So
no doubt.
Yeah.
Trying to get there, baby. It's gonna happen.
4 of a kind, won't no point. So man, I'm gonna leave it to you, man. Pretty much, what was this preseason game versus the Jets? I mean, what did we get out of it, if anything, man?
Well, I just thought coming into the game, I felt like we talked about this last week.
Right.
So
yeah.
I wanted to see Daniel Jones play. I felt like it was important. I didn't feel like we needed to play all our starters. It was good. We rested our defense. They have nothing to prove. We don't need none of that. We don't need that.
That's a good point.
I just wanted to see a couple of young players, but other than that, I wanted to see Daniel Jones play, work the rust off, just get that bad taste out of his mouth from last week.
Yeah.
Listen, we all know the stories. We all know the offseason the guy's going through. They're killing him all the time. Those turnovers came out last week's game. They went in about that. So now he had to hear about that now.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't want his confidence to take a hit because, in my opinion, he's not the rah-rah type. He's not the fiery leader. He's a very quiet personality, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, laid back. Sometimes I just want to say, yo, like, bring me the fire. Like, what I love that fire I saw in that training camp fight.
But low key, when it comes to Daniel Jones, I think we do get the fire at points. No, it's not like all the time, but if we go back and just think, man, there's been some fiery moments from him, and it always is when he is under the most pressure. That's when we get those moments. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But that's why I just felt like, that I haven't seen him take a beating on the offseason like that, way he's been taking a beating this offseason. So, in my opinion, I just felt like, number one, rust, he should have played because of that alone. Rust.
Yeah.
A lot of time off, injury, hasn't played in a while. Obviously, he was rusty last week. You could see it. He got better as that game went on, of course, but you wanted to see more from him. I just felt like, give me a series, give me something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think we had to basically play him the whole half or the game, but a nice little series. Boom, boom, boom. Get some scoring, get some ball moving, drive, score a touchdown. See you in 2 weeks.
Well, let me tell you,
signed up for that.
Well, let me tell you, one thing that I'm hearing from Giant fans a lot is people are saying, and for those who don't know, if this is your first time tuning in, for those who don't know, I'm a Daniel Jones guy. I ride with Daniel Jones. I believe he's gonna have a big year. I know people call me all types of craziness, but go to my last videos to see that. You know what I mean? But my thing is this: I think that the excuse or the reasoning on just Daniel Jones' health, when people say the comment, "Oh man, what did you expect? He just got out of surgery." I'm okay with that excuse all the way up until game time. Game time, I do not want to hear that.
Right.
I don't want to hear that. That's not going to be an excuse for me. Now, if you see some rust points and he still ultimately has a good game and still can pull out a win, then that's when I could just be like, you know what? He's still going to, improve. He's still going to get better. I understand it. But as far as having a bad game, doing costly turnovers, doing whatever that is going to prevent us from getting the victory, I am not going to allow, that to be excuse. He says he's healthy. He's our QB1. So, look, I expect him to play as such.
I don't think we can even use that injury thing anymore. I mean, to me, he's moving around well. He doesn't look like he's being hampered by anything. It's just, to me, it's all about him just two things. Number one, the rust. Number two, adapting to taking more shots downfield. Obviously, Brian Dable was emphasizing that this year, and rightfully so. We got the skill weapons. That's the strength of the offensive players on the team. We want to push that ball down the field. We want Daniel Jones to take more shots, things like that. Well, guess what? The only way you can get him to turn into that kind of quarterback is he has to play. He has to play. You know, playing a half in preseason, to me, in my opinion, he has not established himself in this league yet to say, you know what, he got a half in, he'll be fine week 1. No, I don't think he's there yet. I think it was important for him to get reps, to get continuity with his receivers. We got young receivers at that. We got 2 rookies on offense now. Okay, Malik Mavis. We got Theo Johnson. Okay, second-year player. We got Hyatt. These guys, Slayton, I'm not worried about. You can clearly see the chemistry is there, so I'm not worried about him. But it's the other positions. I just felt like it was a very important thing for him to play at least a series this week, get the bad taste out of his mouth, and get some confidence. Also, now you even look now, that's 3 weeks until he plays now. Okay? That's a lot of time for a dude working through rust. Just my opinion. You know, I just felt like we needed to see him last night. So I was a little disappointed with that. And I think that's going to be a mistake. And I could see him having some ups and downs in week 1, you know. Injury's not an excuse, like you said, TP. I think we're over that. He's healthy. He's healthy.
Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go now.
It's time.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think reps are everything, man.
Yeah.
I think reps are everything. I definitely would like to see us. I don't care who it is against, but I definitely would have rather have seen us just end on a better note, like you said. You know what I mean? For my comfortability, you know, I would have liked that. I will say this though. When Deron Bland, when his injury report came across my desk, it scared the shit out of me, man. Because it was just another reality check that can say, like, this is what could happen.
Did he get hurt in practice or the preseason game? How did that happen?
I'm not exactly sure.
I heard about it this morning, but I didn't really read into the whole article.
I'm not exactly sure.
I'll fact check it.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure about that, man. But what was it, 4 to 9 weeks?
Yeah, I heard it was like 6 to 9 weeks. Like
6 to 9 weeks, yeah, man. So it was like as soon as I seen that, selfishly, I just automatically just start thinking about our guys, man. And I am big on having all hands on deck, especially week 1. You know, we are not the luckiest when it comes to staying healthy. So I'm kind of glad, but I'm kind of just like, I agree with you, man. We could have had something. 4 of a Kind says the fact that Allen Robinson, 31-year-old, and he is out there fighting for a roster spot is crazy. But it was the Vito game.
Well,
I'd expect Allen Robinson to be fighting for a spot with the receiving core that we have, man.
I don't think he's making the team.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I just think the numbers game, he's just I don't think he's making the team, bro. Honestly, I gave some predictions about my 53 last night, but in my opinion, but I just don't see the value of having him because he doesn't bring anything to special teams. He's clearly going to be like 4th, 5th on the depth chart if he's there. I just don't see the value in that. I think the back end of those the receiver core has to have some kind of special teams ability to stay on the team, you know. And another thing, please. I don't want to hear about Isaiah Hodgins getting cut. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I seen it last night.
Man.
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear
you.
nothing about, we should have Allen Robinson instead. I don't want to hear that from Giant fans. Let's cut it out. Please.
Man. I'm not with that either, man. Javi ATX, Boris says, what's good, fellas? I believe the G-Men will have a good season. Giant salute to you, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of time I'm on, man. That's the type of time I'm on. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I definitely think we're gonna do our thing this year, man. I'm done with the negativity, man. I'm done with the negativity, especially from Giants fans. Y'all been out here embarrassing yourselves, man. And unfortunately, you embarrassing us as a unit, man. So yeah, man, I'm with you. I love the energy. I'm with it.
I tell you what, we better start 2-0 if we want to if we want to have a good season. It starts with 2-0. If we don't start 2-0, and we'll get into schedule down the road, but another day, I guess. But if we don't start 2-0, that schedule gets real savvy. So we have to win those first 2 games against Minnesota.
I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this. Losing to Minnesota is going to be a lot more hurtful than losing to Washington. In my book, there is no way that I feel like we should lose to Sam Darnold, man. And because I think our offense, I think our team is predicated around our defensive line. We have somebody like we have somebody like Sam Darnold back there who just hasn't shown me that he has the tangibles to put it together to win a game versus a team like us.
Yeah.
I just would be very disappointed if we start off 0-1.
Yeah.
The Washington Commanders, I could at least say that they have put together a roster that is
TV, I'm gonna let you finish, but go ahead.
I feel like it's like I'm not saying that they trash. I'm definitely not saying that they super good or anything. But when it comes to that, just that family, that rival, that division business type thing, it's just like I will be okay with that more than I could just be okay with the Vikings thing.
Well, I'll just counter that with, I look at it like this. If you're comparing both teams between Minnesota and Washington, I think Minnesota's the better team on paper. I think they're the better team. I know Sam Darnold's the quarterback. However, he's a veteran quarterback. I think he has more weapons. Actually, I think Addison's not going to play, so that's a big deal for them too. I'm not sure. I think he's probably out. I haven't looked at their injury report yet. But with Justin Jefferson on that team, things like that, they're a solid team. They're a solid team. Yeah. I would be bothered more if we lost to Washington because for 2 reasons. Number one, they are a division rival. Division games matter, especially if you want to have a good season and you want to get off to a good start. You make a statement, you go into Washington, they got the all-world rookie quarterback, they got all that optimism out there. You go in there, you win that game and do what you usually do, which is own Washington, Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
You know what? You're going to feel good going in 2-0 into week 3, playing, I believe, the Cleveland Browns. I have to check the schedule again. But, yeah, you want to be 2-0. The Washington game, I would want more. I do not want to lose week 1. Okay. Minnesota they're coming in limping. They should not be. If you want to be a playoff team, you have to win that game at home in your home opener to start the season. You just have to. You just have to. But the Washington loss would bother me more, actually, to be honest.
I'm with you. Yeah. Well, is the Washington game is an away game?
Yes, it is. It's in Washington. So, yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll take it back.
By the way, great trade they made, right?
yeah. We'll talk a little about that. Yeah. That was crazy, right? But you know what? I think you got me, man. I see where you're going. I think I'm with you.
Got to be the voice of reason for you, bro.
Yeah. Nah. You definitely made a great point there, man. Look, shout out to the most wonderful woman I know, my mother. She says, "What about LeBron?" Sure. Clearly, she knows nothing about sports.
Oh, that's your mom.
Yeah, that's my mom's right there, man.
Hello, Mom. God bless. Great job raising a good man.
She is from New York, so New York is what I call my second home. So she's, the big reason on how I got introduced to the Giants and all that good stuff. So, shout out to my mother.
Great lady.
Yeah, yo.
Thank you for that. So she love LeBron, huh?
Yeah, man. Let's get to this chat here. Joshua K. Yard says, I expect the O-line to be fixed. That's our biggest issue. Yeah, absolutely. Man. I mean, all arrows are pointed to a better, healthier, stronger offensive line.
Absolutely.
So hopefully that translates to games.
And I mean, you could see it. You could see the difference in between what the players are doing, the execution, the coaching is a big deal. We've talked about this. I feel like Brasillo and Bowen, especially Brasillo, is going to be the biggest acquisition for us this offseason. You can see the attention to detail on the sideline with the young players in week one. Then last week with Houston, how they moved everyone off the ball. They didn't even sniff Daniel Jones last week.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. And I know they were without their top pass rushers. I get it. But still, that's a good defense over there. And we got to go up from somewhere because 85 sacks last year. Hey, you see the improvement, and that's encouraging. I don't think they're going to be a problem this year. Will they be a top 3 to 5 unit? No, probably not. Who will see? But you know what? They're going to be good and much better and let the operation be able to be used. And let Daniel Jones do what he has to do. And Dable calling plays. That's just my opinion.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We have the real Motard says, I stand by my Giants and I stand by DJ. Giants salute, man. That's the energy. That is the energy.
Let's go, Giants.
Man, listen, man.
Listen, Giant fans out there, I'm talking to y'all. Listen, it's okay to have concerns about Daniel Jones, but you know what? Week 1 is around the corner. It's time to go forward. It's time to look for winning. We'll worry about that another time. Now we need to get behind this team and the roster and who's quarterbacking, and let's go. No more negativity. Let's go.
That is a fact, man. It's showtime now, man. All of the speculation, all of the extra stuff, man.
That's it.
Come on, man. It's game
time
now,
no
man. It don't matter no more. 4 of a kind. X says, don't y'all got Commanders week 2? I can't wait. Are you a Commander fan, man?
Oh, it must be a Commander fan.
Yeah, talk to me. Are you a Commander fan?
I can't wait.
You know, I welcome all NFC East fans and etc. man to on this channel because as y'all know we do have the NFC East soldiers where we do talk NFC East football on this channel. So even y'all make sure y'all subscribe because we get after it and you know we talk heavy on that.
That was a good show y'all had yesterday too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. Hey man, look, and then we'll talk off of this, but if you ready for the next joint, I need you on there because the next one it's time to go now. It's time to go. It's showtime.
We're gonna talk. I think next week's a good time. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And a league of my own says, y'all keep saying that, but you're gonna see the best Sam Darnold you ever seen. This is by far the best team he has been on. Well, look,
he was on the Niners the last couple of years. I I know he was a backup, but that was a better team. But what this is, I see what he's saying in that regard. This is the best team he has to run because when he was with the Jets, we know the Jets, they were awful. They sucked.
Yeah.
Then he went to Carolina. They suck. So yeah, this in hindsight, yes, with him in the controls, yes, this is the best team he's been on. But it don't matter. It don't matter. The Giants have to win that game week 1. You cannot lose to Sam Darnold at home. You can't,
man.
You can't do it. Not week 1, not opening week, not with the 100th anniversary of the legacy of the franchise. No, you just can't. You can't do it. You can't
not at all,
do
man.
It. And we
Listen,
won't.
honestly, let's say Sam Darnold does put it together. I highly doubt that it's going to be week 1 where he's just out there comfortable and clicking and getting things together. We are not going to be that type of defense, man. I just don't see that, man. Like I said, I've said this before. Our defensive line is going to be the type of defensive line that is going to make all new, all uncomfortable, all rookie, all of those guys. Baby. We're going to make those guys. We're going to expose all those guys.
Yeah.
So. Look, man, I just don't see a world where we could just lose to a Sam Darnold. Fact check. Last time we played Sam Darnold, we're the reason on why he got benched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was
Let
there.
history
I was
repeat
there at
itself.
that game too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
yeah. History repeat
yeah,
itself.
come
It'll be a
on, man.
beautiful thing, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
If IU goes there, it's going to be a problem.
Okay, here we go. Now we hoping for transactions of
right?
dream team trades, and now it's going to happen.
Yeah,
Let's see. Let's see. I don't see that happen. Honestly, in my opinion, I think IU could stand. Honestly, I think this was just all to get the Niners to pony up the money he wants, and I think they are in win now mode. They know that they have to win this year. They're a Super Bowl caliber team. They came close last year. Yep. I don't see in any world, unless somebody just gives them a ridiculous offer of draft picks, that they're going to trade IU right before week 1. It's over. Yeah. That steep ship is sailed. If they wanted to do it, they would have did that a while ago. They're not doing it.
Right. And a lot of times, if you really pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times when y'all hear these rumors going out, it doesn't happen.
No,
you know what I mean. It's always under the ones that you don't really know about too much, or unless Adam Schefter is out there putting something out.
It's those trade rumors that I just be like,
yeah, man.
Does it make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would a team just give a guy away? I don't see it.
Like, for example, as much as I would love J.C. Horn, I don't think it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's another rumor that they think we're gonna make a trade for J.C. Horn. I would love to.
That's a rumor I hope comes true.
Look, I would love to. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see that happening, man. The real Multi says October 20th. I'm in the stadium in MetLife when we go against the Eagles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Stop by the Section 330 crew tailgate. We gonna be in J8. It's gonna be crazy. So Real Multi, if you want to come chop it up with your boy, come through, man. It's all love. Yes, we will be there, ready to see Barkley get his ass kicked. Let's go, Giants.
That's a must, man. That's a must. Yeah, let me second that, man. Yeah. If you are going to a New York Giant game, I'm only gonna ask for two things. One is, it is a must that you go say what up to the 330 crew and show love, man. Yeah. Look,
yes, sir.
If you are on this channel, man, you a Giant family, you are good. All right. Just, let it be known you tune into the show so we know that you can get that VIP treatment. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you stop by the 330 crew. And what's the lot y'all at?
J8. Yes, sir.
J8, man. Go ahead, write that down, all that good stuff. Make sure you live that up, man. You get the best experience over there. Secondly, you're going to the Eagle game, which means I need you to be crazy.
Yes.
Like, I need you to lose your mind.
Yes.
I need you to make sure that nobody thinks they could walk in MetLife and it's just sweet.
No.
Go crazy. All right,
because trust me, we will
your mental. Yes, yes, man. I need them to feel us when we are in the building. So that is guaranteed. My Duke says hello. Joshua K. Yard says coaching isn't the issue with the Giants. I think we have a good coaching staff.
I mean, Now it is. Now I think it's not an issue. I think Wink was an issue last year, with the way he coached the team and the run-ins he had with Dable and stuff like that. He was a problem last year. He never adapted his scheme to stopping the run in 2 years here. And it was an emphasis in the offseason. The Giants wanted to get better at that, and they got Bowen for that. The offensive line coach. Do I really have to say it again?
Yeah.
Bobby Johnson is a fraud. He's trash. Thank God he's gone. Yeah. We got a real offensive line coach. Yeah. Now you see already the difference. And quiet is kept. Y'all hearing this? Evan Neal didn't look too bad last night.
Yeah, that was the talks. I did see that, man. Minus
that line, TP.
Minus like that. I think it was like one play.
Yeah, when he did give up one sack, he did. But if you eliminate
overall, that, I heard that.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's keep it real. I think people forget that just in 2022, we have the coach of the year. You know what I mean? And last year, I said this on the NFC East Soldiers episode. Yo, last year we weren't supposed to win 6 games. Like,
no, we weren't.
That was not supposed to happen. And the
those
only reason it did happen is because, for some reason, man, these dudes love to play for Coach Dable. They love to play for him, and I think that's something that isn't really talked about enough when we're talking football and the X's and the O's and stuff like that. Yeah. We just got a really healthy state right now, man. So hopefully that carries on.
No, you're right, bro. I mean, I never look at it like Brian Dable was a problem. He can clearly coach. I mean, the first year he won Coach of the Year. He took a barren roster to the playoffs in his first year. This is why I have confidence in this regime. They show me that they are not really going to be a problem. They know what they're doing. The direction is there. We just need patience. Last year, it got out of hand. Injuries played a part. The play around. All right, so be it. We still won 6 games. A lot of coaches don't win 6 games with the roster we had left. I mean, let's be honest.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Honestly, there was plenty of games that I was in them stands. And I was just like, man, bro. Like we got like 12 more weeks of this shit. Like how many games are we gonna win? And we won a few games and against quality teams. I mean, we lost a close game to the Rams at the buzzer, I believe. We beat the Packers on Monday. Now you saw what Green Bay went in and did to the Cowboys. But I mean, there were listen.
The Bills game. The Bills game,
we should have won that game.
He really passing it. I was a pass interference at the end, but
yeah. I mean, we should have won that game. We should have won the game. There was a lot of games were very competitive, and we toughed it out. Brian Dable can coach. He just needs the tools. That's it.
That's a fact, man. And the League of My Own says, let me rephrase. This is the best situation as far as the Sam Darnold comment that he mentioned earlier. He is saying,
I think that I figured that's what he meant.
I agree with you. But then he says this delusional type shit. Y'all not getting home. Leave my Panthers out of this.
Did you say the same thing about Burns? Did he say the same thing about Burns too? Just saying.
I know he was sick. He was sick. Hey, listen, man. Honestly, y'all not even worth my trash talk. Y'all not even worth my trash talk. I feel bad for y'all, right? Everybody else feels bad for us because, you know, we've been kind of like the laughing stock and everybody's created this narrative and blah, blah, blah. But I feel bad for y'all because nobody even mentions y'all. Nobody even talks. Like, I haven't heard the Carolina Panthers all offseason. They are just.
Would you, as a Panthers fan, think about this. If you're a Panthers fan, would you rather have right now not Justin Fields, Caleb Williams or Bryce Young right about now?
Come on, man.
That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Come on,
that is
man.
a tough pill to swallow. Man. I mean, like, if you would have just held off one more year, man, you would have got Caleb, man. And I'm not mad at Bryce Young. I still think the jury's out on him. People are already writing him off. I think he's got talent and some potential. But Caleb can be special, to be honest, man. That's a tough pill to swallow as a Panthers fan. You just handed the Bears the freaking #1 pick this year. So, but don't also sleep on that Horn stuff because Dan Morgan, who is the GM of the Panthers, is like this with Shane. They're like this. They go. Their families know each other. That is the one good thing.
That is the one good thing I love about the Panthers.
I'm just saying you just can't rule it out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you just can't rule it out.
Most definitely. Yes, sir. Yeah, bring that energy, baby. Bring that energy. Look, but that's what I love about the Panthers is that if not anything, you could go shopping. You could definitely go shopping and you could get you a guy from the Panthers. Think about it. McCaffrey, Panthers. When we had James Bradbury when he was actually good, Panthers. Gano, Panthers. Brian Burns, Panthers. Like the Commanders are sitting there with Louvu, Panthers. I mean, you can go shopping. That's the place to shop. We love shopping over there.
That's rough, bro. That's rough being the farm system for the NFL. That's rough, bro.
We love to go shopping. Y'all just can't put it together worth nothing, man. Y'all know how to sell some good players, man. But yeah, it's just it's rough, man. It's rough. I'm gonna start calling y'all the elimination crew. Every time y'all do bad, y'all say just eliminate that play. Jones throws a pick, eliminate. Neal gives up a sack, eliminate. The season hasn't even started. And y'all are one more elimination from being eliminated.
Okay. What I'll say to that is the Panthers were eliminated after they were off the clock in the draft. Let's be honest. They were eliminated once the last pick of Mr. Irrelevant took the stage. I was in for them.
I seen that they won their preseason game the other day, bro. You would have thought they won a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, I was like, man, good for the Panthers. Good for them. Like you can't take them serious, man.
It's the small wins, TP. It's the small wins you gotta take.
Overseas is gonna be nothing but a practice for us, man.
For sure.
We're at the tailgate. Y'all gonna be on the Eagles game again.
We'll be at J8. J8. That is the gate. J8 is the spot. We're close to. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but Sons of G Fam, SOG. We're close to them on their side. They're in J18. We're in J8.
J8 at MetLife. I'm still sick about Burns. This is pure bitterness speaking. I already talked to Dan. It's not happening. I am retreating. I have lost the fight. It's all love. All love,
baby.
Yup. J8 copy. Yup. So as y'all can see in the heading, man, I have titled this episode C.O.A.T. Craziest offseason of all time, man. I mean, when you just look back, just all that we have been through in this offseason, it has been drama full. I can't remember another offseason that can compare to just the bullshit, man, that we just consistently have been dealing with. And it's like finally, man, we are at the point to where it is all talking, all speculating, all that extra stuff is just
green grass, just green grass and pigskin from here on out.
It's just time to play ball. I mean, look, just to name a few things, man, we had Saquon Barkley's departure. We had Coach Wink's departure. Both of those departures were just had some drama to it. You know what I mean? Xavier McKinney's departure. Darren Waller retires, then he comes out with his music and all of that.
Don't even start that guy.
Take your time in it.
Yeah. He fumbles Kelsey. He fumbled Kelsey Plum and the football. What the freak?
Come on, man! Like crazy. We was the laughing stock when that came out. Like,
oh my god!
Come on, embarrassing.
Brian, and I had to watch his wife Pop Mo in New York over the Liberty. Oh man. Yeah, he just brought all the bad vibes out here, man.
Come on. Then, like we just said, the Brian Burns edition, which was a highlight. We got Devin Singletary, and out of all the numbers we needed Devin Singletary to rock, what does he rock? 2-6. You know what I mean? So we have the new 2-6, Devin Singletary. We have our bright and shining new star, Malik Neighbors. Hard Knocks, that was a whole thing in itself. We were the first team to have that style of Hard Knocks. Yeah, so man, we'll go in the history books as far as that is concerned. And that was drama full also. That had a lot of talking pieces. This fiery training camp that we had, we got into some fisticuffs, some scuffles and all of that. Our quarterback, so our quarterback got into it, and I think I said this before, but to me that was his Eli Manning moment, man. When Eli, made the comment and just said he belongs in that category with the elites, and he ended up going to win a bowl. I'm going to compare Daniel
From your
Jones
lips to
training camp.
God's ears, TP. If that happens again,
You know what I
trust me.
mean? Hey, look.
I know we got a little arrangement about the Jones jersey if we do something.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be on wearing that thing to MetLife every day if that happens.
Word. Then of course you got the Daniel Jones hate, man. Like, I don't know, man. When is the last time a quarterback has been hated this much, man? It has just been ridiculous, man. It's actually been ridiculous. But yeah, it's been a drama for off season. So yeah, I think this off season, the craziest off season of all time in my book, man. Joshua K.R. says my math teacher used to coach Brian Burns. Wow. That's dope.
Wild.
That's dope. So yeah, as far as the preseason, I mean, it wasn't too much to really take from that. I think now we are headed to roster cuts.
Yeah,
I think we could
cut some players today too.
Is there anybody that you can think of as far as roster cuts is concerned that is on a verge of losing their job that we are going to regret?
I think there's a couple of guys. I think the one that I'm most intrigued paying attention to was Ojulari. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not liking what I saw from him in his defense when he was playing this preseason. I didn't see him do anything. It seemed like he was just running, getting cardio out there. I don't know, man.
That's a fact.
And I'm seeing other players that are behind him getting snaps, and I'm seeing guys like Whitley. I'm seeing guys like those guys getting pass rush, getting good looks against second, third string. The same players that Azeez is going against.
Yeah, man.
We heard Bowen the other day say, I think it was last week, I believe, before the Houston game, that he wanted to see if we could test out a NASCAR type caliber package, have him maybe rush interior, get all the guys on the field. Well, we're going to see how serious Bowen thinks he can do with Azeez, because I'm just not seeing it when I'm looking at the tape. I'm not seeing it when I see the preseason. I don't know if he's holding out and he don't want to show some things, or Azeez is just not doing the job. And there's, I could see a situation where if he isn't cut, that they're looking to trade him maybe for a CB2, a veteran player to play the CB2. I'm not sure, but honestly, I would watch that. I would watch what they do with Azeez as a guy that would be a shocking cut, because what does the Giants preach? They want dependability. They want toughness. His injury history says he is not dependable. This regime did not draft him. I'm seeing his snaps dwindle from the Houston game to the last game yesterday. I don't know, man. I think that's something we got to watch, man.
No, that's a fact, man. But my question to that is do you think that we could add him in a trade, or is there something that we can get by letting him go?
I think honestly, I think we could probably get something for him with the right team. I'm not saying we're going to get like a star player or an upgrade over him, but I do think he has some value in a trade in the right team if something makes sense. If you just trade him off the roster for a pick, he's not going to get you much. He's just not dependable. His injury history just will not allow that. You won't get much from him. So I think it'll have to be a swap of players. I think it will have to be something like that, maybe for a CB2, maybe an interior lineman for depth. I'm not sure, but I do know that the tape don't lie, and he has not looked good in this preseason to where the expectations should be for him. You're talking about a guy who was starting for this team the last couple of years. He had 8 sacks. Was it in 2022 when he played? When he played last year in the limited amount, he had some good pass rush and everything. I just don't know, man. I think that's something we need to pay a little attention to. I think.
No, that's a fact.
This regime did not draft him, TP. So you always got to watch that. Shoot, they're cutting guys that they did draft today. They released McKeithen. He was a 5th-round pick. He was in Shane's first draft class when he came on. So listen, one thing about this regime, they're not afraid to pivot. They're not afraid to pivot. If they see they made a mistake, they're going to go a different direction. They're not going to hesitate. Hence the Daniel Jones rumors in the offseason after they gave him the contract, all of that. That's just how this regime works.
Yeah. They
didn't even draft Aziz. So this is something we got to watch, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I think we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but Isaiah Hodgins, man, like I don't see he has to be on this roster to me, man. Like he is a death piece that, like, if I see him on the field, I'm not my head is not down. I'm not like, oh man, this game over. You know what I mean? So I definitely think Isaiah Hodgins, man, if you just think about his resume of what he's been for us, it's hard to say bye to that, man. It's hard to say bye to that. So
would make no sense to me.
Yeah.
It would make no sense to me because he knows the offense. You already have a receiver core with a lot of young players there. You need veterans over there to help out, show them how to be a pro, things like that, help them in good and bad times. And he's been productive for you. He has chemistry with Daniel Jones. He clearly showed that in 2022. This is a guy that you need to keep on the team. Injuries happen, man. Injuries happen. Are you confident of what's behind Slayton, Hyatt, Neighbors, Wandell? If he's hurt, y'all really want to go see Mr. What's his name? McKenzie getting meaningful snaps in this offense? I don't. I sure don't. And please out there again. I'll say it again. Don't talk to me about Allen Robinson, please. He's washed. He's out there holding on, man. He's holding on. Okay, he's trying to salvage the rest of his career right now. He doesn't even know the offense. I just feel like Hodgins has to be on this team, and it would be a mistake to let him go. And I hope the Giants see that.
I'm with you. Speaking of Isaiah McKenzie, man, I think he's gonna make a spot by being a special teams guy for us.
I do too.
I just think that they having a liking for him there. And I read something earlier that just basically said that he had like one of the best preseason ratings, like of all of the guys that came into this thing, man. So
I saw that too. Some analytics stuff. I did see that he had like, I guess the best return yardage or something per return on certain things. I don't know. I saw him make me nervous trying to catch punts in Houston with the ball in the air. I'll say that. I look for those type of things, Hopefully it's not a Richie James situation, but I do agree with you, TP. I think he is going to make – I touched on this last night. I think he's going to make the team on special teams, mainly because Gunnar got injured, and he didn't even dress yesterday. And I think Gunnar's probably going to get cut. I think he'll be cut. I don't think they're going to hold on to him. I don't think they'll use one of their injury reserve spots for him. I think he's going to be cut, and McKenzie gets that job.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Joshua KR says, I love what you guys are doing. I'm planning on doing something like this once the season begins. Giant salute to you, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
Get it going, man. Get it going. It's wide open. There's nothing but opportunity for you, man. And look, we with you. Whenever you need anything from us, anything that we could help you with, we are with you, man. We're your Giant brothers, man. So
no doubt.
Look, go ahead.
We about unity over here, man. We about unity.
Sir. Yes, sir.
We want
that's
everybody
what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's what it's all about. And maybe we'll get them. We'll get you on the show, man. We'll get you on the episode, man, and hear what you got to say, man. So look,
why not?
Yeah, let's do it. Man. So I think also, and I'm trying my best to stay off the Twitter thing. One thing that I've learned, because I got off and then I'm back on, right? One thing that I've learned about being on Twitter is that you cannot expect everybody up there to just make sense.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's
And
a
that's
cesspool, bro. It's a cesspool.
Yeah.
When it comes to Twitter, I just feel like you gotta do what I do, bro. You put your info out there. If you interact with people, so be it. But after that, you just let it go and let it marinate. Just let it marinate. You check in on another time. That's all. Because it's so much going on in there, and it's most of the time it's not even like it's just people that just want to argue, even though they know there is no argument. It's just that kind of shit. And then there's people on there that just feel like they're never wrong. So and there's no in between, there's no counter. It's just that. So you just let it be, and that's it, man. Use it as a tool for TP. That's all, man. That's all.
This is one of the things that that was circulating on my feed that was just irritating me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put out there, man, it wasn't Daniel Jones. They said the New York Giants hasn't made one passing touchdown all preseason. So what? Like,
I don't give a shit about none of that, bro.
so what? And I swear it's like they do this all the time where they just create these scenarios and these bullshit stats and like
I can see. I bet there is some high-profile quarterbacks, probably franchise quarterbacks right now, didn't throw a touchdown pass in the preseason or more than one. Is everyone gonna talk about that? Like, who cares?
Oh, man. Who cares? It's like, yo, do y'all even know what preseason is about?
I'm paying more attention to turnovers, not fucking touchdowns or none of that.
Come on, man.
That's fluid, man. That's fluid because first of all, for people to do that, first of all, we don't know what the coach's agenda is at that moment on that drive in that particular setting. They're not game planning anything. They're not doing it. They're working on stuff. For instance, last night the Giants had a drive, and I was live streaming. I'm watching it, and there was a play. There was a 4th and 1. Clearly, they can kick the field goal, get 3 points, tie the game at 3. No, Brian Dable sent the team out and said, told DeVito, let's go work on the short yardage. They went and handed the ball to Turbo Miller. He gets stopped for a loss. That stuff is fluent. You don't know what the agenda is for the coaches, what they're trying to work on. They're preparing their team for situations in the preseason to get prepared for the season. So those things don't matter, man. They don't matter. The only things that really matter is injuries, working off rust, getting ready for the season, and turnovers, making sure the operation is functional. That's it. That's all coaches are thinking about. They don't care about none of that, man.
Exactly, man.
It's just a narrative of, the Giants' offense has struggled for quite some time now, about a 5-6 year span for the most part. So they're just trying to lump that in there and say, hey, you see, it's nothing changing. It's nothing changing. They don't even realize they're going to have plenty of time to talk about those things if that happens when the games count. Who cares right now, bro?
Bro, I just don't get it. And it's just like that is all it has been in the offseason, man. Just a bunch of overreacting on shit that really doesn't matter. And the stuff that do matter, they blow it up to the 10th degree, man. And I'm sitting here and I'm jealous of these other dudes, man. Like I seen it was Anthony Richardson. I think he was like he threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
He didn't look all good, all the time that he was on the field and stuff like that.
Right.
But it was nothing I heard outside of that.
I was watching.
It wasn't blown up. It wasn't like, on mainstream media. It just was like, yo, can we get that treatment? You know what I mean? Of course, we're not going to, but I'm just like, Yo, you see? Does anybody else see this? Trey Lance just threw 5 picks in one game.
That was awful, bro.
5
Did you
picks
see
in
that
one
last
game.
night?
Oh my God, man!
Man,
And
they
I'm
better
just
go.
like, yo,
They better go pay Dak right now.
Yeah.
Because
like,
what they got behind him is not it. It's
yeah,
not it, bro.
man.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you know,
just,
TP, you know, it just goes back to, you know, it's the whole Daniel Jones narrative. It's the struggles over the years. It's let's overlook the 1 year he had good in 2020. It's just the whole narrative, bro. And to be honest, Hard Knocks actually enhanced that for everyone now, because now they took you behind the scenes and all the rumors of what we thought the Giants might have been thinking, could have been thinking, or wasn't thinking came out. So it's like now it's like everybody with the aha, I told you moment is all over the place. So the only thing left to change all of this is go out and win. That's it. That's all they got to do. They just go out and win. I guarantee you, if the Giants go 2-0 to start the first 2 weeks, we're not going to hear about none of this nonsense no more. We're just not. We're just not. We're not going to hear about it. It's going to be all about, man, the Giants might be better than they think. Or, hey, Daniel Jones isn't messing up. Maybe he does can do something. Let's see the test in week 3 against Cleveland. That's all you're going to hear. Now, if we lose week 1, we know what's going to happen. It's going to be, you see, it's the same old. It's this, it's that.
Oh, my God.
This is why week 1 is important, man. They have to get off to a 2-0 start, and they have to win week 1, man. They have to do it. This is why I was so against Jones not playing last night and getting that negative crap in his head and his ears he keeps hearing away and just focus. I wanted him to get some kind of positive going on, because now he's got to hit 3 more weeks of this shit.
Well, let me ask you this. Speaking of Daniel Jones and hearing the outside noise, right? I think the Giants as a whole definitely hears the noise.
Oh, yeah. No
but specifically Daniel Jones, do you think that he hears and is in tune with as much of the outside drama as everybody else?
I do, bro. I do. And I think he basically admitted it the other day in the press conference, his last press conference. He said I forgot what the reporter asked him, and they, you know, first of all, there was a couple of different interviews he was doing. One was with someone else. They asked him if does he think he can become an elite quarterback. He said, yes, I do. Has a little Eli moment in 2011. Yes, I feel like I can do it. I am an elite quarterback, blah, blah, blah. And then there was another interview where they were talking, I guess the contract got brought up, and he said, well, you know, I feel like I'm worth the money, even though a lot of people make a lot of big deals about that, and they talk about that all the time. They've been talking about it all since I got it. I do feel like I can show that I'm worth it. So just by him doing that,
burn motherfuckers up this shit, and I see it.
It basically just confirmed it. Like, yeah, he's been listening to all this. You know, now we'll see if that's a good or bad thing. Hopefully, it's a good thing. Hopefully, this puts a fire in his ass and says, hey, let me go kick some ass and show I'm better than what I'm showing. Yeah. Hopefully this isn't something that's in his head. It's the other side of it. It says, man, every mistake I make, I know I'm going to hear it. I'm going to be gunshot. You know what? I don't want to try to throw a tight window throw. You know what? Might have been open. Let me just be. I hope that doesn't play a part. Just go out there and let it fly, man. Let it fly. Your career is on the line in here. Let it fly, man. Let it fly.
Listen, y'all, listen. I just want to let it be known, man. We on this type of energy now, man. It is game time. It is no more time to be playing around. Right now, what I need from y'all, I need for all of my New York Giants soldiers that is tuned in right now, I need some salutes in the chat, man. Salutes in the chat. Comment right now. Salute. Let me know y'all with us. I need all my soldiers right now to salute in the chat, man. I need that energy right now. I need big blue energy. Playtime is over now, man. Playtime is over.
It counts. Let's go. And whatever you guys feel about players on the team, whatever you guys feel about the direction, this and that we can talk about another time. That's down the road now. It's about the wins and the losses now. And I'm sorry, if you can't get on board with winning and rooting for wins because you want to say, hey, I'd rather be right about the players that I don't like than the team proving me wrong and winning, I can't roll with you. I can't rock with you. It's about the front of the jersey. It's about the fanhood. It's about the New York Giants winning, going forward. Week 1 is 2 weeks away. Let's fucking go.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, that's just honestly where I'm at with it, man. I've been sitting back and I just finally got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm done talking. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm done just like whatever I gotta say about what, I'm just done with it now, man. Like, I'm just ready to just
let's
get
go
there. And I already in my head, I already got some just ideas that I'm ready to put out. And usually I don't, I'm not as forward and I don't share like my next video ideas with the public like this. But I'm letting it be known. Yo, my I told you so video is just salute, man. Yeah, salutes in the chat. Salutes in the chat. All my Giant soldiers. That's my guy right there. Yes, sir. Salute in the chat. Yeah, salute.
Joshua, let's go, baby.
But yeah, I got an I told you so video. If Daniel Jones goes out there week 1 and goes out there and kill it, oh man. Oh man, I'm gonna make some people mad. I already know. I'm gonna be annoying. They're going to just hate seeing my face, man. But they did it to themselves. I just want everybody to know what I got planned is they did it to themselves, and that's just the energy that I'm on right now. One thing I don't.
I hope you're able to make that video. Too,
I hope I am, man. I hope I am.
Because if listen, y'all listening to this right now. This man is 100% behind the quarterback. If he makes this video, all of y'all need to just look at it like this. I'm in the middle. I have my concerns. It's been well publicized, yada yada. We know that. I'm on some wait and see. I hope he does better than I think. But if this man is right, you guess what? That means we're winning. That's what you want. You want to be wrong. Y'all want to be wrong, right? Don't you? That means we're winning. So at the end of the day, whatever happens. If that video comes out, the icing and the moral of the story is wins matter more.
That's it, man. That's it. That's all we need, man, is that W. Look, man, before we get out of here, I just want to let it be known our next episode is going to be our last episode before the season starts. It is going to be the episode where, look, we bringing that big blue energy. That's where the jerseys is coming out. Like, y'all see me all this off season. I kind of was like in and out with the Giants gear and all of that stuff.
But sure.
But when it's game time, it's game time. You know what I mean? That hat that you see, that right there, that y'all already know. For those who are new, that is my my W hat. You know what I mean? I throw that bad boy on when we win. So
yes, sir.
I definitely expect to have that on real soon. And so our next video, man, we are going to talk about our week 1 opponents versus the Vikings. Make sure you subscribe because it's on now, man. I've been telling y'all do not want to miss what is going to come ahead of us for this regular season. But like I just said, I'm done doing all the talking, man. I'm done doing all the talking. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's game time. And that energy, you're going to see the energy that I'm talking about. It's starting next episode.
For sure.
It's starting next episode. I'm just letting it be known. You know what I mean?
We will match TP's energy, so y'all might want to really tune into this.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, this is going to be no more playing around, man. And like I said, that's kind of what I feel from all the other content creators and stuff like that. When I had the NFC East soldiers, they on the same type of time. Like they in their cage doing the same thing as us, barking.
Sure.
Look, man, that's just what it is, man. So if you are not on that type of time, if that's not the energy that you on, if you don't If you don't like the big dog energy, if you don't like the soldier and lieutenant energy,
yes, sir.
Unfortunately, this ain't the place for you, man. But if you ready, if you ready for it all,
if y'all don't want that lieutenant energy, then I'm sorry to tell you, the POW, a prisoner of war, we trying to be about winning. So listen, it is what it is. You're gonna get the fair content. If the criticism is worth being told about, we'll do that. But it's positive from here on out, man. It's positive.
Sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's
So
go.
look, as we close, man, Jorge, man, I want you to go ahead and just state your closing words. I need, again, salutes in the chat, man. Salutes in the chat. I need all my New York Giants soldiers. Rock with us, all right? Salutes in the chat. Salutes in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, man. What's your closing words, man? Your feelings going into this last few weeks?
I feel like for all the Giant fans out there, we got to watch what happens Tuesday with the 53, with the cut downs. We got to see who's going to move. Could be some surprises, could not be. We will see. Andrew Thomas' contract got restructured the other day, opened up a lot of cash space. So obviously Shane is and Dable are looking to do something. So we got to watch that. And basically, man, it's time. It's time to get started, man. It's time to get started. It's time to get ready for this game.
It's time.
I'm ready week 1. I'm ready right now. And
I'm mad I
gotta wait 2 weeks.
Come
to
on.
get down to MetLife.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, listen, we gotta it's all about week 1 now. All the talk is gone. Hard Knocks is ended. Listen, y'all want to go watch that on repeat? You go ahead and go subscribe to your Showtime and all that. I'm over that. It's over. It's about winning. There'll be times to talk about other stuff down the road, but it's all about the New York Football Giants, man. And I'm ready for the season. By the way, shout out to my Section 330 crew. We getting ready to really go out. Go out there and make things happen. Also, some things might be coming on the channel. As far as the 330 crew, we will let you know. And we ready, man. We ready.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to that. Subscribe to my channel, Born for Sports. The ad is BORN4 SPORTZ 75. We do it all over there. Let's go, baby.
Sir. Yes, sir, man. And on that note, please make sure you do your due diligence, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Listen, it is showtime, man.
Salute.
No more playing around.
No
more playing around.
Let's go.
Until next time.
Let's go, Giants.
Peace.